Guys, welcome to Kenzo Gaming. This is the first game of Wargame European Escalation I'm going to show you, and it's also the first game which I played online against real players. So let's have a look at it. The game is very interesting because it will actually show you an attack with special forces on choppers and also sniping with a helicopter. My strategy was as follows. First I wanted to take over the central sectors, Echo and Delta. Well, not necessarily take them over, but at least hold them to deny access to the enemy. As you can see, there is actually at the same time already enemy approaching. So while we're securing this position, you can actually see a large concentration of troops here. Well, you will see them very soon. And we didn't have an artillery to counter that, while at the same time they had artillery to shoot at us. In the meantime, PACT forces have sent their special forces and choppers. And I will slow it down. We've been sending a lot of troops to reinforce, and also anti-air like Roland. However, even though we have taken out 2 of their helicopters, it was not enough, and they actually managed to kill a lot of our troops. We were left basically only with 1 command vehicle, while the Spetsnaz, which had been routed before, they approached. And the Vulcan, which came basically as a support, did not come all the way here to defend them. And as you can see, they were looking for the enemy, and eventually they found us, and we lost our sector. So let's have a look at the northern front. I have sent my 3 Leopard tanks to advance forward into the forest, and the strategy was very simple. Namely, I wanted to detect the enemy in this sector, and also to know what is the composition of the troops, how strong they are. And basically, as you have seen, there were only a couple of tanks. They were not even strong enough to defeat these 3 tanks. And I brought in some support, and at the same time I brought a VAB, this one, which was supposed to go along this road and scout if there is some enemy. One of our allies has just left the game. Now you can see he left his UAS at the border of the forest. I saw it and immediately destroyed it. This is something which you should try not to do. You should not put it at the front line, and at the same time you should not be putting it on the border of the forest. Deep inside the forest it's much harder to spot. As soon as my Cobra has pushed these tanks back, I have decided to scout ahead in Bravo to have a look if I can see the CU there. And I can see the CU here. And my chopper got destroyed. But it doesn't matter, because although I just lost only 40 points of helicopter, I have destroyed an artillery versus 135 and spotted a CU. And since I realized there is not much AA, I decided to send in also a Cobra and the recon helicopter, so that I spot the CU again. And then I would also take out the hostile CU. And that's the end of the game.